You are listening to the Wild Man Podcast.
Thank you for choosing the Wild Man Podcast. Today our guest is Split the Fuck Open. How are you guys doing?
Doing awesome.
Pretty good.
Doing slamtastic. That's how we're doing.
All right, that's never heard of that, but all right, we'll go with it. So my first question is so we're gonna discuss the new album that comes out in roughly let me pull it up, 3 days.
Yeah, 3
pumped?
days.
So my question is, how'd you get Angel? Because I've been trying to get a hold of that dude, and he's the hardest dude to get a hold of.
Well, funny enough, so when we were originally recording and writing this album, obviously it came up like we want some features on this, and we're currently in the process of announcing all of our guest vocals, but they've pretty much already been out on a lot of the singles we've dropped earlier this year, as well as even last year in December is when we dropped our first single that we are gonna have on the album. And for all of the features, I went through kind of the same process of getting them, which is I reached out both to the band on usually social medias like Instagram, but I also found the vocalists' personal Instagram pages, and I would message them asking, how they go about features. If they're interested, I would send them the track and tell them kind of like the section, and we kind of talk about it from there. And surprisingly, I think how I got in contact with Angel is he had played a show with To Violently Vomit in Sacramento, and my brutal death metal band Spawn opened for them, and we started talking there, and then we started talking on Instagram. So he kind of already had knew was messaging me. So when I sent him the feature request, he saw it right away, and I think this is actually kind of not well-known fact about Angel, but I think he has done the most guest vocals in Slam, by far. He's done I want to say 30 or 40 features. It's ridiculous. He's done so many features for bands, and he's a really nice guy, and was super down to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every time I see him on a track, I'm just like, how the hell did they get them?
You'd be surprised, just reaching out sometimes, even though, messages can get caught up in requests and all that. I found the best way is just kind of reaching out. That's how I've always, that's how all of Split Open has kind of gotten the features that we asked for and other stuff like that as well. There are some bands we did hit up that, we got stuck in the request page, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Oh yeah. So I'm assuming, because we discussed it, you did the artwork for the new album coming out?
No, so I do have a graphic design account. I've done some artwork for a lot of deathcore bands mainly. I don't know, I guess they just kind of appreciate the style that I like doing. But the artwork we got was from his Instagram account is called Necro Devourer, and it's this Mexican brutal death metal artist, and he makes really cool, he does watercolor paintings with ink drawings, and we saw he had this one, it wasn't commissioned or anything, we saw this piece on his page that he had just posted, and it was available, and we were looking at the time for album artwork, and we were like, yep, that's it, that's the album artwork, we're picking that. And we got in contact with him, bought the artwork, and then I did end up actually editing the artwork a lot to get it more saturated and more contrasted. But he did the entire artwork, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely I love the artwork. It's brutal as fuck. I always tell everybody some of the artists you see nowadays are absolutely epic. I go through Audit Goldfinger. If you don't know who that is, that guy's artwork is fucking insane.
Yeah, we're pretty. We have kind of a roster. We've been kind of hitting up a lot of Slam artists. I gotta pull up some of their names, but I think his name is Aziz. I I forgot what his like last name account is, but he's from Indonesia and does really cool black and white artworks as well as like full color. And he's done a lot of our previous stuff and designs. Shout out Body Slam Hardcore. He's a really cool graphic designer. He did our demo. And I think Azes has done both our first EP and then the promo as well. So those are kind of our main artists that we've been using.
Like, yeah. So like when you guys were writing this, do you guys write like, I know since you're the vocalist, but do you guys write as a team, or do you guys send to each other like, hey, this is my guitar track, and or do you guys all collab together as one?
We all collab as one. How we've been writing is we all go into the studio, and Nick will have an idea, I will have an idea, and we like build up upon that, or like we'll start completely from scratch, and like Owen will have I really want to start a song like this, so we'll like just test around a couple riffs that we have in our little riff stockpile, you know, and we'll just build up upon there. Before this album and also before the promo, how we would write was Nick was actually writing a lot of riffs and some of the drum parts, and we would just kind of go from there. But the promo that we released in 2025 as well as the album, very, very collaborative.
Yeah, it's collaborative to the point where not only are we writing all together, but we actually recorded, mixed, and mastered the entire album by ourselves. We didn't outsource to any studios or any engineers, and it was kind of a self-made choice to kind of do it ourselves, both to help budget the album, but also just kind of controlling as much of our own artwork and style as we can, if that makes sense, like being the artists who are creating the music. And I think what's cool about how we write our music is, yeah, obviously Nick and Andrew are bringing in the riffs. Like, these guys are riff machines. Danny's bringing insane crushing drums, and he's always just been improving his style, his blasts, his double kicks. Just every time we go and meet in the studio, man, I'm just like more and more amazed because he just gets more and more crazy, and it's just like, dude, like this is getting like to levels of insanity almost. And then I'm pretty good at kind of, you know, being the vocalist. I'm not really bringing a lot of riffs. I bring some ideas every now and then, but I bring kind of like a good, like, kind of overall idea for like songs and stuff, right? Because I view a lot of the songs from like more of a crowd perspective and kind of an overall picture. And yeah, so it's really fun how we write our music and how we all kind of put in stuff together to create.
Oh yeah, it's definitely unique. You guys are definitely like getting up there with the slam guys, like this, like up there like with Peeling Flesh, Snuffed on Sight. Like, there's so many good slam bands because, like I tell a lot of people, slam's that underground thing that a lot of people only think Peeling Flesh is doing. No, when you dig down that rabbit hole, you get the more gruesome, nastier shit. Because, like, I love Peeling Flesh, but you get like Gory Pot, Waking the Cadaver. I'm tired of hearing Waking the Cadaver is in the same realm as Deathcore. No, they're slam.
They're slam.
Definitely.
True bred.
They are
100% slam.
100%.
A lot of people in the deathcore scene super love Waking the Cadaver, and that's awesome. But they are 100% a slam band. They are one of the most legendary and OG slam bands that just brought that kind of, like, that era where they were starting, like, you know, with their demo drop and the promo, like, that was like pure unrelenting slam. And even their album artwork, like their styles too, like was it Money Power Death?
Yeah,
like that kind of like graphic design kind of imagery, like so many bands just kind of emulated that, and it almost made like its own unique kind of style or genre. Nick, I think you're getting some feedback or something.
Yeah, my bad. Hold on, fix that.
But like, it's absolutely insane seeing, like, I tell a lot of people, like, I love where slam's heading. Like, we're thankful for like having the bands we do now, because like Bolt Cutter. I haven't seen them
Yeah.
live yet, and they're a hardcore band that slam. Like I literally have
Yep.
the shirt that says Bolt Cutter, and the back it says Bree Bree Bree.
I love that shirt.
Yep.
That shirt's inspirational right there. That's a motto right there. They gotta trademark that immediately and make a whole I don't know, freaking gym thing about it or something. Who knows? A motivational company or something.
Oh yeah. Is there any more guest feature tracks? I know you guys said you were releasing them, and I'm not trying to get like the list of them because I want people
Yeah.
to be as surprised as I am.
So we've announced 3 out of 4. The only one that we're holding back, which actually is the only song, like single with a feature we haven't released yet either, that we're saving for the full release, is on the title track of the album, Necromorphic Hunger. We have Jaden Pruitt from Squelching, who is going to be featuring on the album. And the reason for this was because there's this end section of Necromorphic Hunger, which is probably like the closest like deathcore riff we have. It's just this insanely slow, crushing breakdown, and we were like, it would be sick to get like one of these like newer like slamming deathcore bands to feature on this. And our one of the first people we thought was, okay, yeah, we need Squelching on this. I mean, if anyone has listened to their most recent EP, it's just brutal. It's not even, I wouldn't even necessarily call it deathcore to a certain point. Like, it is pure slamming deathcore. Like, he is just doing like lows and insane gurgles, and it's just nasty.
Oh yeah, like I love everything like slam wise, and like I fight a lot of people because I'm in a Facebook group with 57 dudes and like a couple chicks. And don't get me wrong, it's dudes mainly just talking shit to each other, but like it's my squad that we go to concerts, and like we have people from like the MySpace era, like my generation of that grew up with like metalcore being on top. Then we have the younger generation, and like I have a little brother named Aiden, and he's all like this, we need to start our band, and I love my little brother to death, and he wants to start a band called Lieutenant Dan Autopsy.
Wow.
It's fucked up because he's missing one hand.
Oh shit.
No, you gotta market that. That's fucking fire right there.
I told him I don't know if I want to do it because I was like, bro, just imagine you coming out and everybody's like, oh, the vocals look sick. Where's his hand?
Dude, he could pull so many funny stuff live. He'd be like, just like acting normal, and then pull out his hand and be like, ah, where's my hand? That'd be perfect.
He's he's not my blood brother by any means, but like we're all like friends in the group. He's one of the youngest, and the funny thing is he's dating one of the guys' daughters in the group. He's like, if he puts that finger in my face one more time, because
Oh my
he
God.
has like one little finger. Because as soon as I confirmed you guys were going to be on, he literally messaged me saying, can you tell them hi with my finger?
Dude.
That's
He's only
awesome.
17.
That's awesome. Well, I'm only 19, so I'm only 2 years older than him. So there we go.
Well, did you please tell me you graduated high school?
Oh yeah, yes.
Well, if you could pass that message on to him because he's trying to drop out and just focus on music.
No, I've passed. We are moving on to intellectual slam because I got an A in my calc class, so we're doing pretty good over here.
Okay.
Intellectual slams, which kind of hypocritical because one of our singles is Slam Tardation, but yeah.
That was from the blue collar and the band.
Yeah, that was Andrew's idea right there.
Oh yeah, like when you guys were coming out with track names, did you guys already have like a track list name, or did you guys, with that one especially, how'd that come up?
I think Slam Tardation, we were kind of cooking on more like how the vibes of the riffs are gonna be, and I think I looked to like both Owen and Nick is like this song, like especially the intro riff. I think I forgot if Nick or if I wrote that, but that pinch harmonic one is like, this is so stupid. This is like so belligerently stupid.
Oh,
And
some lore with that. I don't mean to cut you off, Andrew, but so Nick made the intro riff. And
Yeah,
the funny
I
part
forgot,
about
yeah.
the intro riff is our old bass player asked him to play the riff backwards. And so what you
Yes.
hear in the recording is the riff played in reverse, and it's even more stupid than it was played how Nick originally came into the studio, like with the idea.
Yeah.
So, and then we made the ending part even slower, even stupider. So we were just like, yeah, slam tardation. That just sounds right. And it's kind of funny too, because it's like the only track that's like the most like obviously ignorantly stupid on the album. Like the rest of the ones all have like more serious, names, more like classic kind of slammy kind of names, right? But that song kind of just stands out. And what's also funny is on the album track list, it's the only like all caps song name as well. So I feel like it just
that's
fits
true.
to a certain extent.
The name Slam Tardation was also kind of like a nod to like other really big slam bands having a song that's just about slam. Like shout out like Cranium, Slamcosis.
Yep.
Like before I started really getting into slam, I heard like that was one of the first slam songs I heard. It was like that is what perfectly describes slam. Like you're just sonically like disintegrating.
Yeah. Slamcosis.
Yep.
The best.
And with the riff, like we even like doubled down on the dumbness factor on that song. We have a sample from Billy Madison at the very end. It's when Billy's at the academic decathlon and he's like, "What you just said is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard."
Bro, I love how slam incorporates the samples. My favorite thing in it is literally Cranium is midget fucker.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't heard that song, like legitly, because I listen to music on the way to work, as a lot of us do probably, or like in public in general. And I forgot that song was on my playlist, and I pulled up right by my boss, and it started, and it was all like, I like fat women, and my boss is a female, and she was all like this: "You're lucky you're not on the clock."
Dodge a bullet right there. Woo!
I was like this. I'll switch it real quick. And it turned into something worse somehow. I forget the song, but it turned into worse because slam gets worse if I turn the song.
I mean, all of us are huge Cerebral Incubation fans. I mean, they were some of the pioneers of bringing like kind of the sample slam like into like the mainstream, I guess. Not even mainstream, but you know what I mean. Like they kind of were the big boys who were doing all the funny, movie clips and all sorts of stuff. So we definitely have some of that in our songs as well. I think on the album we have a South Park clip, and then we also have a clip from this hilarious comedy movie called This Is the End. And it's a pretty funny scene. It's where Danny McBride is about to go and cannibalize and eat his friends, and he's pretending to be a cannibal. And I remember me and Andrew have been wanting to use this sample forever because he says this one line where he's like, "I'm a cannibal, hombre. We're gonna eat your ass." And then that's exactly how we wanted the song to start.
Well, like I said, I love the references of all time. Like, have you heard of Skinless?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was about to mention Skinless when you were talking about crazy samples, and when you mentioned midget fucker, it reminded me of tampon lollipops, and that sample. I've always wanted to fuck a girl with no legs.
No,
Man, the podcast is getting no revenue. It's over.
The monetization is gone.
Well, believe it or not, like it's crazy because like I literally get message from a lot of people saying I'm the only one interviewing the slam people. I was like, it's because I'm autistic as fuck.
Hey, we're all autistic too, so
we're in slam. It's mandatory.
Yeah, on the spectrum, slam. Yeah.
The skinless sample, my favorite skinless sample is literally like this. How'd it go? It was all like this. It goes, no, it's cerebral incubation. It was all like this. We kill someone with a shot. Let me find the song, damn it. I'm gonna find it. Thank God I have Spotify. If they fucking sue me, means to read them been talking. Okay, one second. I'm moving my laptop. Okay, there they are. I love those guys. Those guys, like, we've been talking for a minute. Here we go. This sample. Like I said, they can sue me if they want, but we're doing correct research.
I don't think I can hear it.
Let me see if I can use YouTube. I forgot now. It's the one of it's all like pursue of fucking happiness and all that shit.
Oh shit! Wait, that sounds familiar. What album is it off of?
It's one of their EPs. I know that.
Okay.
Why the fuck am I? You know what? Fuck it. I can't find it. But like, I'll send it to you guys. But like,
I remember the reaction. Owen and I were in the car and we were listening to gonorrhea nodule mastication, and the gentleman's intermission came on, and Owen and I looked at each other like, yo, how long is this sample?
The song is literally, it's like a 3-minute sample. That's all the song is, and it's just like the most like disgusting, vile, like just in detail, visceral description of like, what is it? It was like two dudes like having like gay sex or something. I don't know. It's something like that. I mean, it's cerebral incubation.
That makes sense for them. That checks out because like,
yeah.
I've been we've been talking, and I told them, I was like, you guys need to tour more, and they're like, this, we're working on stuff, and I'm like, this, does that mean tour? Like a big ass full-fledged? We need like a big slam tour for, like, I'm tired of seeing like, I love slam and deathcore, don't get me wrong, but I'm tired of seeing the mixed genres now because, like in Europe, they don't get that. It's just mainly if it's a deathcore band, it's a deathcore lineup.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Europe because the European slam bands know how to keep it slamming, like Embryectomy, 357 Homicide, Traumatomy, Nauseating, who we got to feature. They're from Russia. Super cool. I love that band. They are one of the newest and sickest, like, just brutal slam bands that I've ever heard. I got into them off of their first EP drop, and ever since then I've always been like telling the guys, we gotta get them on a feature. And I'm so glad that we got them on Tormenting the Sinless because I feel like it fits them perfectly.
You guys should reach out to the old vocalist of Buttholectomy.
Sawyer actually, I reached out to him. He featured on the online project I was talking about that me and Nick were doing. So we have a Buttholectomy song feature on, I think it's Repulsive Rectal Polyp Engorgement. But that song goes pretty hard. Yeah.
Because, like, it made me sad because, like, they were doing so hot. Then they're like, yes, we're gonna call it quits. I was like, no. You guys you're catching up to Peeling Flesh. Here soon you can be in the same area.
Yeah. That was my personal 9/11 when Buttholectomy and I.
Yeah. Well, that might be demonetized because that's 9/11 jokes. It's all good.
No barriers.
I appreciate you guys' time. I'm definitely looking forward to the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll hit it. I'll send it my co-host's way because, like, me and him are two different kind of spectrums. He's the hardcore guy. I'm the slam. I'm like, I don't know how we get along.
They're a lot closer than you'd think, honestly. Like, I originally was a big hardcore dude for, like, a long time before I even got into slam. And, like, just making the transition, like, was a lot easier than you'd kind of expect because a lot of the riffs and like kind of ideas are the same. Obviously the technical aspects are a lot different, which is something that's definitely hard to adapt to at first, but like all like the grooves and like the kind of different like time structures and stuff is all very similar to like different hardcore songs, like especially some of like the more slamming hardcore like bands and stuff.
Yeah. That's
Shout out.
actually how like the songwriting was for like the promo as well as the album. Because we started to, like, Nick and I's personal songwriting started to really interconnect, because I came from more of a death metal perspective, he came from more of a hardcore perspective, and it just melted, especially on this album. Like, you guys, on the tracks that are already released, you can hear that influence, and on the tracks that are going to be released when the album's dropped, you'll definitely hear the moments where, like, each genre kind of shines. And we also have just pure slamming moments on this album.
Yeah, well, everything's filtered under the slam lens. It's just kind of about like how you incorporate the riffs and how you kind of flow everything in together. But it also helps when the vocalist and drummer are just like pure slam heads,
Yeah.
And then everything just sounds like slam no matter what you do. We even have like our outro is a little bit more like melodic, like for the album, but it still has like some slammy kind of vibes to it. But yeah, we're super excited. We announced the album on last Friday, and it's gotten a lot of reception so far, and we're really excited about that. So we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff to announce soon. And speaking of Waking the Cadaver, we're gonna be opening for them at LA Extermination Fest this year in September on the Saturday the 26th, and we are super stoked about that as well.
Yeah, I might come out and just hang out because Don's a good friend. I love Don. Have any of you guys met Don yet?
Not personally, no.
Nope. Not personally. I've reached out on socials, but that's as far as we've talked. And recently, I think a couple of months ago, actually, they followed us on the band account and stuff, and we were chit-chatting a little bit. But unfortunately, when they played in California, in the Bay Area, actually, at Taco Fest. It was last year, and I was in Europe at the time. I was so devastated. I was like, no. But so we'll get to meet him, hopefully, in September.
Oh yeah, you definitely will. Don, the rules Don has is work your merch table. Always remember the people that you worked with and support everybody. And so he works his own merch table. And with Don, it makes me laugh because I haven't met him. Like, I did like one over Zoom. Then we met up at a festival and we did another one. But prior, me and him were just talking back and forth. I was like, I don't know how tall this guy is. I'm only 5'4". Don's like 6'2".
Damn.
Oh wow,
that's crazy.
I'll have to do a side by side because I'm 6'3", 6'4", so we'll see.
I'm just like this. Like, I picked him up from the airport and I gave him a hug. And like I said, my wife, he's the reason. Shout out to him. He's the reason I'm engaged because I popped the question after they played the song "Chased by a Rapist."
Yeah.
Fire.
And I gave him, like, we picked him up from the airport the night before, and I'm just like this. And she looks outside the car, and like their guitarist at the time was loading the guitar in, and I'm hugging him, and me and him are rocking back and forth. And she's like, "You look like two autistic kids hugging." Donna's voice is so freaking deep, so get ready for that because that freaked me out because he got in the car. And I'm driving them to like their hotel, and all I hear is this. So how's the festival, bro? I'm like, what the fuck? In the car?
Wow. Yeah, I definitely. I mean, none of us have had a personal, face to face with him, but I've definitely gotten those vibes just off of internet and also other interactions I've seen with people as well that he's kind of had. He always seems like. Well, I'd say also the entire band as well. It's a very down to earth, very humble, despite all of the status and the legendary status that they have as well. So it's super cool to see, and I think that's one point I'll just touch on real quickly. Is it's been really cool being and playing in a band and meeting so many other just nerdy, genuine people who are into slam, and like brutal death metal. And it's been really cool just meeting and getting able to play with so many sick bands, and it's really something that I'm grateful for, and it's also humbling too, and it's just really nice, as well as all the fans and people that buy our shirts and everything and talk to us. It's really cool, and we're super appreciative of everyone who even just listens or checks us out or goes to a show and moshes or buys something.
Fuck yeah. Well, you guys take it easy. I I'm gonna blast the new album entirely. Wake up my neighbors because those fuckers are ruining my roof. They're gonna learn the lesson.
Really appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna love something. Because like we have issues. I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm pissed off right now, and they're gonna learn real quick not to piss me off.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much for having us. I'm glad we
Yeah,
could
thank you, dude.
This is super chill and awesome. Yeah.
We definitely got to do a round 2 with Seb. We got some stuff in the works. I can't say much because he's doing stuff with dripping, but I know me and him will be in California next year at some point.
Awesome.
Sick.
Yeah. We're gonna try and do more stuff, do more cool things, and we'll probably have our next EP out, if not already, by like the end of the year. But we can't talk about that yet, so we'll save that for the next time we meet back up.
Oh yeah. Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.